I was in the supermarket the other day, and the sheer volume of red, pink, hearts, roses and chocolate was enough to make me wish I was wearing sunglasses. I realised that Valentine's Day had officially landed. And it got me thinking, what exactly are we celebrating? Because Valentine's Day hasn't always been candlelit dinners and meal deals for two. The day is linked to Saint Valentine, but historians aren't even sure which Valentine. Before Hearts and Roses, mid-February was dominated by a Roman pagan fertility festival. Then in the 5th century, the Catholic Church decided to make Valentine's a feast day, and by the 1400s, people were writing handwritten Valentine messages. The first Valentine's cards were handmade, but by the 1800s, mass-produced cards became popular, especially in Britain and the US. Then along came Richard Cadbury, who cleverly introduced heart-shaped chocolate boxes, and the tradition stuck. So by the 20th century, Valentine's Day had turned into a full-blown retail event. And now it's one of the most popular days of the year for engagement, second only to Christmas. But here's what really interests me. We use the word love constantly. I love your dress. Oh, I'd love a coffee. I just love that chocolate. But what is love? When two people say, I love you, in that moment it feels completely true, and it is, because they're feeling love inside themselves. Yet sometimes, months or years later, that love fades or even flips into resentment. There really is a fine line between love and hate. We hear the phrase, true love never dies, and I actually think that's right. But let me ask you something. If I said, who do you most love in your life, who comes to mind? Your partner, your children, your dog? Lovely answers, but not the right one. The person who needs to be at the very top of that list is you. And if that idea makes you wince slightly, that's interesting, isn't it? Most of us weren't raised to prioritise self-love. In fact, quite the opposite. We were taught it's selfish to put ourselves first, but instead to always put others first, and by doing so, to sacrifice our own happiness. And over time, with repetition, that message gets stored deeply. So instead of loving ourselves, we criticise ourselves and we blame ourselves when things go wrong. And when the lights are out at night and we're alone with our thoughts, who do we tend to turn on? Ourselves. Learning to love yourself isn't always easy, especially if it's not something you've practiced, but it is something you can learn. Here's a simple place to start. Ask yourself quickly, without overthinking, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much do I love myself? Notice the first number that pops into your mind. If it's 8 or above, wonderful. Keep nurturing that. If it's between 4 and 8, there's room to grow. If it's below 4, there's work to do. But that's okay. Try this. Take 10 minutes. Sit somewhere comfortable. Close your eyes. Imagine going into your heart and seeing a tiny spark, a small flame of love. Now imagine that flame growing brighter and stronger. Let it expand until it fills your whole body, every cell, every fibre. Then let it expand beyond you, surrounding you in a warm, protective bubble of loving light. Just sit in that feeling, then gently open your eyes. Practice that daily and you'll begin to feel something shift. And also start listening to yourself talk. If you catch yourself thinking, oh, I'm so stupid, pause and change it. I'm just as capable and intelligent as anyone else. When you criticise someone else, remind yourself they're human too. Send them a little love. And when you look in the mirror, smile and say, I am lovable, because you are. If love truly makes the world go round, it has to start at the centre, with you.